Howdy folks, High Value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. Today is going to be a philosophical rant for you guys, a rant about religion. I like to watch a lot of YouTube, read Reddit. There are people out there that are simply disenfranchised with their religion, their faith upbringing. A big group are the ex-Mormons, the people who leave the Mormon faith. The Latter-day Saints, Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. There are people that are deconstructing Christianity, whether they were raised Baptist or Presbyterian or whatever have you. There's a lot of apostasy out of Islam in this day and age, especially the ones that moved to the West, but even there's reports of people in Muslim countries that are leaving the religion, left and right. And on the other side, there seems to be a resurgence amongst the Zoomers, how they're looking for church, they're looking for purpose. But specifically for those people that are jaded about their religion. I'm going to just use the ex-Mormon folks for an example, and I'm probably going to get some hate comments for this. The ex-Christians too, don't get me wrong. They're much the same. So let's just say that every time I mention ex-Mormon, I'm going to be talking also really about ex-Christians. People that have grown up their whole life in a religious system, they feel oppressed. They feel like they don't have any freedom. And some faith groups are more oppressive than others. They have more rules than others. Eventually, people realize, for whatever reason, they realize that something is not true. And then they jump ship. But here is the thing for me that gets me. People stay jaded. People love to continue to dwell on the church that they used to go to, the pastor that taught them. And people could say, oh, I had trauma or whatever. But it's like they can't just move on with their life. They just continue to talk a bunch of smack and be bitter, man. Bitter. I've had churches that I've gone to that church politics have gotten in the way and people have gotten upset. And people have left church, moved on to other churches, whatever. You can live the rest of your life bitter and upset and talk about how you got lied to. Talk about how oppressed you were and how bigoted that church was and how wrong they are. Here's an example. I was lied to about tithing in my life. And I still know people that believe in this whole 10% give to the local church fallacy. It's not true. It's not in the Bible. The whole tithing thing, 10%, was to the state of Israel in order to provide for the Levite tribe, if I remember correctly. The tribe of the Levites. Because they had no land inheritance. So the rest, anyway. So I could choose to be bitter and salty about tithing and how I was misled or how I wasn't given the whole truth my whole life, or I could just accept it for what it is and then move on and be aware. But people take all of these little things and they get jaded and then they leave faith and religion altogether and then they go live a life of, honestly, the only way to describe it is hedonism. These people on Reddit, they're talking about how, oh, they're being edgy now. They're drinking. Maybe the church they went to did not condone drinking. I believe that honest Christianity, biblical Christianity, it does allow you to drink alcohol. However, there are fundamentalist sects, there are Baptist circles that frown upon alcohol use for whatever reason. That is from Prohibition era stuff and cultural things in the South. And so these people, they're all edgy. They're drinking alcohol. Oh, they're smoking cigarettes. It's like they're going to try to do everything that they couldn't do before. Just because there is not a social sanctioning of a high demand religion or something that is checking them. So they're throwing all cares to the wind. Okay, I'm just going to go do this. Oh, I'm bisexual now. Oh, I'm just going to go do this. I'm gay now, or I'm trans now. And it's like it's almost like they're protesting because they still they can't move on from their former faith background. I'm just going to go be trans. I'm just going to do whatever the flip I want. I'm going to go drink a bunch of alcohol. I'm going to go and embrace polyamorous lifestyles, open marriages. We're just going to experiment. We're going to do whatever we want that feels good. I'm going to go do marijuana. I'll do cocaine, whatever. This is not something that's new. People have done this before since the dawn of time. There's a book in the Bible called Ecclesiastes. And the author of Ecclesiastes, essentially, the theme of the book is that nothing matters. Nothing in life matters. You can do all of this. He has partied. He has enjoyed his life to the fullest. He has had a bunch of money and he has had no money. He has had tons of women in his life, and he has done everything in his life. He has been the most popular. Had the nicest clothes, had the nicest homes, just lived however he wanted to, according to how he felt. And sin feels good for a time. But at some point, you're going to go through this phase where you just want to get back at people. You want to live your own life however you want to. But at some point, and everybody's going to have a different time, you're going to realize that you are completely miserable. Absolutely, fundamentally, your life means nothing. It is all temporary, fleeting pleasure. That is what your life is about. And you might think, oh no, I'm volunteering at a homeless shelter. I'm volunteering at a dog rescue shelter. I am part of this political cause or campaign. This is my life's meaning now. I have meaning in life. Again, you're going to find a time where it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. Because you are a little blip on the whole spectrum of time. In this cosmos, man. In the Milky Way galaxy, you are just a little blip. Eventually, you're going to ask yourself existential questions. It's like, okay, that religion that I was in, that form of Christianity, Mormonism, whatever, it didn't work for me the first time. And it just didn't work. So what is the answer? What is the answer to all this? A prime example, you can look at Joe Rogan. Believe it or not. You can go look at this individual named Joe Rogan, the most famous podcaster in the world. And you can see on camera his arc of just smoking and drinking and doing weed, not giving a flip about anything. And he has every philosophical conversation under the sun except religion, specifically Christianity in the Bible. He pushes that away. And then what do you know? Right now, Joe Rogan is going to church and is investigating biblical Christianity and the claims of Jesus Christ. It's all going to come and circle around for you one way or the other. Eventually, you're going to have to deal with why you're here, where you're going. And it is my fundamental belief that the answer all comes from Jesus Christ. That is the person that gives you meaning. That is the physical, he is the physical manifestation of God incarnate on this earth that loves you. And ultimately, your purpose is in him. But it's unfortunate because the individuals that grew up in a less than ideal religious environment, maybe they weren't properly taught, I don't know. But they missed it. It's like they were circling around that truth. It was right there and they were in close proximity, but they were just going around it. And it was in front of their face. They just had to sit and open the book. And there it was. But people are going to do what they want to do. They're just going to live how they want to live. They're going to walk around with closed ears. Eventually, they're going to figure it out one way or the other, whether it be in this life or the next life. This video is much different. We're not doing MGTOW stuff. We're not doing dental talk. This is a philosophy video, man. And that's part of it. This is a lifestyle channel. This is part of how I see things. I think it really is the ultimate red pill. This is a red pill genre topic. And so with that, I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.